Hey guys, welcome to You the Boss podcast, episode 31. I'm your host, Pam, and today we're going to be talking about your best year yet. When does your best year yet start? Is it January 1st? Is it the 15th? Is it February 1st? Your best year yet starts when you decide. Maybe right now you are a few weeks behind in what you set out to do on January 1st. Maybe you've fallen off already. Maybe you're a little bit disappointed in what it is that you're trying to accomplish for yourself this year. And I want to let you know that you're not alone in feeling like that and feeling like maybe you're behind the ball. The power in recognizing that you're not where you want to be, but that you have the opportunity to be there is so big. You're able to take your power and say, you know what? I'm a little bit behind where I wanted to be, so I'm going to push forward. And when it comes to having your best year, there's a couple things that come into play. I'm going to be giving you guys a few points today on what you need to make this your best year yet. But I want to let you know that those points can't really be bought. There isn't a video that I can point you in the direction to that's going to give you the ultimate fix. There isn't a networking event that I can connect you to. There isn't a talent agency. There isn't a website or program that's going to make this year the best year yet. And that's because what is going to make this year the best year yet for you is already inside of you. And you're probably wondering how. How is that possible? Well, because you've already thought about it. You're already thinking about trying to find it, and that means that it's already inside of you. It means it's sitting on your heart right now, and all you need to do is execute what that is for you. Maybe it's becoming the healthier version of you. Maybe it's you're looking for different creative ways to push yourself forward. Well, those creative ideas, they're inside of you, that power to take initiative, to put yourself in a creative mindset, to create, that's already inside of you. Or maybe you want to better your relationships, better your career. You want to further something down the line, a certain qualification, maybe picking up a new language to help you at work. If any of these ideas are in your mind, then that means that what you're looking for externally is already inside of you. That means that when you're looking to try to make this idea, maybe the reason you can't find it is because the creation of it is inside of you. Maybe it's you that needs to create it. We often look outside of ourselves for motivation. Oh, I just need this thing to motivate me. I just need to listen to this person, to this book, to this podcast, to this different audio on whatever platform, and it's going to motivate me. And the truth is that the tools, when we dig deep, those tools are already inside of us. They're already within what it is that we want to accomplish. So then the next situation is, well, if that's true, then how come I haven't already done it? How come I haven't already attained what it is that I want to do? How come I haven't consistently been having the best year yet every single year? And it's because subconsciously, we are finding it within ourselves the different ways that we can talk ourselves out of what it is that we want to do. Whether that's, I don't have time, whether that's you are doing different things to sidetrack you from what it is that you really want to be doing. Or maybe we keep running with other people's ideas of what they think we should be doing instead of running with our own ideas. And we're talking ourselves out of it. And so that is putting us in the mindset that, you know what, maybe I can't do that, or maybe that's not what I'm supposed to be doing, or I just don't have the time to do that. And I'm here to kind of focus a little bit on how you can combat this, how you can take the tools that you already possess and become the person that you've never been before. As most of you know, over the last 6 to 8 months, I've been putting together a personal development coaching program. And I've been diving very much into different books and different audios, into different leaders in this space to bring you guys the best content, to bring you guys my most authentic self in this, but also to bring you guys the heat. You know, it's personal development is not a race. It is a marathon. It is an extended life journey. And the point is never to arrive, because when you arrive to exactly who it is that you ultimately want to be and you stop growing, you essentially die. And plenty of people arrive at 25 and they die at 75, and they spend 50 years not living truly to themselves. And so when you take personal development, it really expands who it is that you want to be and into someone that you never would have thought that you wanted to be. So I've put together a list of 5 things to help you as a loyal listener to this podcast on getting started. And number 1 is finding a method of positive intake. Now, I happen to love to read, but sometimes I don't want to sit and read. Sometimes I'd rather listen to it. Sometimes I'd rather be able to pause it and come back to it. So what you want to do is to find a way to intake this positive media. Maybe it is sitting and reading for you. Maybe it's listening to more positive podcasts. Maybe it's watching a video or an audiobook. You want to put yourself around the virtualness of people with the same mindset as you. And maybe you physically can't put yourself there because you're often on the road, or you're physically in an office, or you're working from home. This is the time to put yourself in that positive audio, those positive audios. Don't get me wrong. We all get wrapped up in the scroll of Instagram and TikTok. Or maybe you're saying, well, I don't use social media that much. I don't like social media. Okay, well, maybe you need to change the Bachelors and the Real Housewives and the different shows on Netflix. And while that's a little bit controversial, but if you're looking to develop yourself and you're looking to obtain a higher mindset, then definitely number 1 is for you. Change the amount of media that you're consuming and make sure that it is on the level of what it is that you're looking to achieve. Number 2, write down the characteristics, both physically and mentally, of this person that is having their best year yet. Who is this person? What do they look like? How do they dress? How is their hair, their fingernails, the jewelry that they wear or don't wear, the shoes, the clothing, the quality of the clothing? What kind of positivity are they putting into the world? What do they do? How did they get there? Number 3, if you haven't already, find yourself a coach. Find yourself someone that you can buddy up with, or someone whose brain you can pick that you're looking towards what it is that you're looking to do. Self-made millionaires, they're out there. But the truth is that they became quote unquote self-made by the guidance of someone else. Whether that was listening to someone who had passed and they were following their ideals from the past, they too had someone that they looked to. So find who that is for you, or that group of people who that is for you, and become a sponge. Take in the things that they have done. Take in the environments and the rooms that they have put themselves into, and make that your own reality. Number 4, be prepared to be uncomfortable. Change isn't easy. Everybody doesn't like change. It's not pretty. And it's not going to be easy for you to morph into this whole other person that is having the best year yet, that is fully living in the space that they want to be living in. It doesn't happen overnight, so that can't possibly be easy. That can't possibly be comfortable. So you have to get comfortable with the idea of being uncomfortable. You have to become so focused on being uncomfortable that the moment that you get comfortable, you realize that you need to keep going because you want to stay uncomfortable. Number 5 is give yourself grace. Not every single day is perfect, and not every day will look like the last. Give yourself the grace that you will fail in this journey, in this goal of attaining your best year yet. You want to make sure that you remind yourself that everybody fails, that not every day is perfect. Focus on the things you can control, yes. And the things that you can't control, easier said than done, I know. You have to let them go. You can't change all situations in one moment, but you can absolutely change your attitude. You can't control others, but you can control yourself. So give yourself that grace. Give yourself the opportunity to be yourself, to feel what it is that you're feeling. So maybe this can help you reassess what it is that you're doing. I want to do what I always do with you guys and leave you with something. I want you to remember who you are and the power that you possess in your own life. All of the circumstances currently happening in your life, in the world, at work, in the lives of those around you, pull away from those. Pull away from comparing yourself to how someone else is doing that might be in the same field as you. Pull away from those who make you feel like you aren't doing enough. Maybe you're not doing enough. Recognize that. Give yourself that grace, but pull away from that. You are exactly where you need to be to become your better self. So take that power in knowing that and go out there and change what it is that you need to change. Change the mindset that the power is in anyone else's hands but your own. The power to change your world is not in the government's hands. It's not in your neighbor's hands. It's not in your partner's hands. It's not in your job's hands. It's not even in a higher being's hands. It's in yours. So take that power. Thank you for listening. Come back again next week to another episode of You the Boss podcast.